What's going on YouTube? My name is Silent Knight, a professional idiot who makes a lot of mistakes, and in his first match with Zeraora, I made plenty that both you and me can learn from, and I guarantee if you stick to the end of this video, we both will learn something new. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the video, and here we go. So as you can see, it was starting off, my team is Alolan Vulpix, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. I'm the one going to jungle, but as you can see, I already messed up my eject button, and I don't know if you guys noticed, I don't even know why I did that instead of just scrolling forward, but I'm just gonna let it play again. As you can see, we got 4 people going to top lane and nobody's coming to bottom. So now I was in this weird situation of, do I take bottom lane or do I take top lane, or do I take jungle? So luckily Charmander came down and I decided to go back to the jungle is where I was going, but then I noticed Charmander went back up, so I don't know if he just didn't know what was going on or if he just was new to the game. This is a standard match, it wasn't ranked because, you know, I'm trying to learn the character. It would be unfair to everybody else if I try to learn a new character in ranked. Well, for the most part, there are situations where learning in ranked is actually better than standard, mainly if you know that you're going to get a bunch of people who don't necessarily try as much, then actually learning a character in rank is honestly better than learning in standard. It's something I learned in Overwatch too. So now after clearing my jungle, I'm going down, but also I noticed at the top lane, right, you guys could see it on the minimap, there's like I think 4 people up there, 4 enemies. I still have my whole entire team up there, so that means that I'm able to bully this score bunny at the moment. The bees just came up. I'm still just bullying the score bunny because I have the level advantage, and if I take him out, that's just better for me, which I end up doing. Then I go score. Remember guys, if you score, not only do you get a brief period of invulnerability, but at the same time you get some health back. So now I'm going in here to take the bees that spawn at 850. I know I'm a little late to them, but at the same time it's still fine. Ivysaur is going on a spree up top, which is good. Nobody at the same time, they're also doing something wrong, which is nobody at the top was also rotating down to help me here at bottom, which is forcing me to stay here at bottom and not take jungle. It's important that we keep the goal here near Dreadnought because it makes it that much harder to contest Dreadnought when he spawns at 7 minutes. Now we got Squirtle coming down here, which is good. Hopefully he's coming down. I don't know if he's going to stay down here or if he's going into the jungle. I think he's coming down. I just think he's just a little unsure, which is fine. I mean, again, this is standard, so some people are just trying to learn the characters. I'm not upset at them or anything for it. Squirtle is going to there. He's going to be going up against a root. At the same time, we still got the lane advantage up top. The good news about there being so much, you know, pressure up top is that it really clears out bottom lane for me. Makes it to where I don't have to worry about as much pressure coming from the enemy. The only thing I have to worry about there is Rep Root, and unfortunately, if he gets Cinderace, that's when that's a real giant power spike. I don't know what I was doing in this situation. Keep in mind, guys, this is a VOD review, so this is from a while ago, and not necessarily not recent. Then I'm running past Corfish trying to get down to the lane. Here, I think I just get bullied out of the thing. I pop Discharge. And unfortunately this is when Cinderace did evolve, so he's able to dish out so much damage. It's insane. I think he still manages to get me, which he does. At the top, still nobody is rotating down. This isn't me blaming them, but it's a giant mistake because while they're up there, they're also defending this. Actually, let me pause it, especially now since I managed to bring it up. So the thing about it, right, is the reason why you want to rotate when Dreadnought comes up, right, is that you want this tower to be gone. The reason why I said it is because when this tower right here is gone, or this goal, excuse me, it starts spawning Audino over here, which gives your team a lot, which is a catch-up mechanic, right? It wants your team to be able to keep up to the enemy. So that's why they spawn Audino here, which, as you know, Audino give you a ton of XP. So you want this tower to go down, or if anything, you want another person to stay up here for multiple reasons. Like I said, it'll spawn the Audino. That's also, if a person decides to stay up here, that's one less person they got to worry, or even 2 people that you got to worry about down here near Dreadnought, because at the end of the day, you know, if you're one of the people that rotates down, right, you have it guaranteed at least 3 people, because there's going to be 2 other people down by Dreadnought already in the bottom lane, or they should be, and then potentially 4th if the jungler decides to come down as well. So not only do you excuse me, and in that situation you win the team fight if it's a 4v3, or you should win the team fight. That's just a lot of damage. It's really hard to contest. And also, the reason why you want to contest Dreadnought in the first place is because it's just how much experience it gives you. Winning this first Dreadnought could literally snowball you the match just because of how much experience it gets. And also with the shields, you could just literally wipe out everybody here if you wanted to. Like, for example, you see how Charmander is still a Charmander. If I got Dreadnought, he would be a Charmeleon. You know, Ivysaur potentially could evolve depending on the level it is. And same thing with Wartortle. Now I'm heading down. I also noticed that Ninetales is going AFK. I don't necessarily know if he's coming back. I think he does end up going AFK in the rest of the match. I'm not necessarily sure. Then you see we got Cinderace and Machamp chasing me right now, which is probably the worst situation just because of how much damage they do. I know that I can't beat that, so that's why I'm just retreating. Right now I'm trying to bait him over this way because if I could fight him in front of me here, it gives me the opportunity to heal at the same time. But he was smart and he just ran away just because he's now distracting me. Still surprised that nobody, even myself, decided to go down. This is a big mistake on everybody, not even just me, not even just my team. This is a fault everybody in the lobby. And this is what I mean. This is why a lot of people say, you know, if you go to Dreadnought, you're going to win majority of matches. It's because look, this whole lobby, not a single person, myself included, went down to Dreadnought. And the funny thing is, nobody's even fighting for Rotom either, which is even more surprising. So as you can see, I'm going here to take out this Corphish. I think I'm heading, I got a little confused here. That's also another mistake, guys. If you're going to make a decision, just, oh, I guess I saw Dreadnought and decided to go with it. Okay, now I'm letting the team know. And I'm over here just taking up the bees just to get some extra experience, which isn't necessarily a bad move. However, I'm wasting a lot of time that I could be using to get Dreadnought. And as you see, Ivysaur comes down here. And I think, if I remember correctly, he manages to beat me, which is also really bad because I think he uses this to level up and evolve. Yes, he does, which is even worse because now he's in a great situation to be able to take Dreadnought from me. As you can see now, I got my Unite move, which I guess I didn't notice at the time. There's still a decent amount of people up on the top lane. As you can see, we're just getting dominated. And there's the confirmation that Alumna Ninetales has left the battle just due to AFK, I believe. And we should see Venusaur down here. And unfortunately, I was unable to get him. He's probably going to be getting the 2 berries from up top. I should have just popped my Unite. Oh, I did pop my Unite here, but he was, oh, okay. Now I remember. He was able just to snipe it, which is unfortunate. I did manage to take him out here, but at the same time, losing that Dreadnought was huge. So I was going to recall to get my health back, but at the same time, I realized that there was an open goal and I might as well just go for it. Then I'm heading someplace, which if I were to take any value out of this, probably trying to clear the jungle camp probably would have been smarter because I needed to deny them XP. And as you can see, we're pretty much losing the early and the mid game. The best thing to do in this situation would be play for experience. And now, granted, this is when I was still new to the game and didn't understand everything and how it worked. But pretty much this game, well, yes, scoring is the main thing. It's really an XP game. The more XP you gain, like, it's all about XP. The more XP you have, it's just so big. You get better stats, you get better health, you get so much more. You're in such a bigger position. You get such an advantage from one level. Like how much more damage the Cinderace is able to do to me even with just the one level. Granted, I almost took him out and he was able to get away, but at the same time, that's just insane. Like if we were same level, it's quite possible that I would have been able to take him out, but he just had that little extra health. So I did surrender here, which now playing the game for a lot longer, I realized there's no point in surrendering this early, just because Zapdos is such a huge swing. Like really, the game is not over until after Zapdos, just because I'm pretty sure you guys know you can literally just be up 600 points and in a blinking of an eye, as soon as they lose Zapdos, like they could just come back. So that's why there's no point to surrendering until after Zapdos. That's a lesson that I learned pretty much recently, or something I learned recently. Then I'm sitting here fighting Rotom, which is also a very big mistake. I should honestly just let Rotom take the plate and go help Venusaur. Again, our team is not grouped up at all. We're not fighting together, which is making things really just difficult all together. As you can see, each situation where I also came across Cinderace and Venusaur, for the most part, it was also with Slowbro, meaning that they're running around as a 3-man unit. Speaking of which, I've only seen 3 of them, right? So is it just a 3-on-3 at this point? No, it's the 4v3. Who's their other characters? I don't remember. Oh, Machamp. Oh yeah, Champ somewhere as well. He's probably farming, which is what you should be. That being said, if you do lose the Dreadnought at the beginning of the game, yeah, I surrendered here because I realized that we were not going to be able to get there in time before they get Zapdos, which I was correct about. At the beginning of the game, if you do lose Dreadnought, you know, the best thing you can do is just keep farming. Just keep farming. Play to the end of the game, play to Zapdos, and hopefully try to get a coin flip. And then here, you know, I just get my Unite move, unfortunately a second too late, which is unfortunate. But I did establish that, no, we were gonna, what am I trying to say? We were going to lose after the Zapdos fight, which is unfortunate. Blastoise is up there trying to get some points, which honestly at this point can't hurt. Oh, I guess I might as well mention, since we're at Zapdos, right? You see this goal right here. Hopefully you guys can see it, the bottom, their goal in the bottom. You want that to be gone by the time Zapdos comes. And the reason why is because it makes it so much easier for them to score if it's right there. In fact, you want as many gone as possible before Zapdos. Because if it's just like to this lane, you guys saw they already took out all of our other goals. You know, they had to walk all the way to here instead of like right here, right here, right here, right here, which is a significant distance and pretty much funnels them to one point. It makes it easier to have a group. It makes it easier to have a team fight when, you know, everybody's clumped up together, which is what your team would be. Especially if you know where they're coming from. So this is just unfortunate. As you can see, also, look at the levels. 15, 15, 15. They were just dominating us the whole match, which is good for them. Good on them. You know, they played well. They played together, which is what you're supposed to do. Yeah, Venusaur wasn't able to risk it, and I don't blame him. 10 seconds left in the match. I think we all know, just looking at the top left, you can see that, you know, this match is over. At this point, you're just waiting to see the score, which is just a few seconds. You can see we just got absolutely dominated. I don't remember the build that I had because this is one of the first matches I played with Zeraora. I didn't even score much either. Venusaur definitely deserved it. He was in all the action as well. Again, this wasn't necessarily the best performance I had, but hopefully you guys learned something from it. If you guys did, let me know in the comments. If you guys want to see more videos, also leave a comment down below. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more videos in the future, make sure to hit that sub button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.